He's taking a shot for pass interference.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got him. Oh, he fell down.
Intercepted it. What a catch.
Aaron Rodgers will not be the quarterback of the New York Jets in 2025, and here's why. So today I want to go over two articles that I saw. The first one from SNY written by Connor Hughes, good friend of the show, and another one on ESPN that I think really encapsulate what's happening at One Jets Drive inside the locker room and actually in upper management in the front office. Let's start off with Connor Hughes. He basically wrote an article about the future of Aaron Rodgers in New York, and there is a paragraph, almost the second to last paragraph here, that I think is really telling. It says here, stability is believed to be the deciding factor on Aaron Rodgers returning for a third year with the Jets. That means Ulbrich and Joe Douglas retaining their positions. Rodgers reaffirmed that this week when he said that he hopes to play for Ulbrich until the end. If they're gone, Rodgers is believed to be two as the organization ushers in a fresh start, including at the quarterback position. In what world does Aaron Rodgers think he has the ability to force Woody Johnson's hand to keep Ulbrich and Joe Douglas? These are two guys that are failing at their jobs. Ulbrich, I'm sorry, I love the guy, but he's in way too over his head. He's not ready to be a head coach. And Joe Douglas has had 6 years to rebuild this team, and he's under 30 games. He's got 30 games more in the losing column than he does in the winning column. There is no reason these two guys should be back. And if Aaron Rodgers is dead set on those two guys and stability being there, then he can go too. We did enough acclimating to him. We brought in Lazard. We brought in Devontae Adams. We brought in Nathaniel Hackett. We brought in that scrub Billy Turner for him. Everything to make Aaron Rodgers happy. The organization is walking on eggshells, it feels like. And we'll get into that in the next article. But in what world does Aaron Rodgers think that he can force Woody Johnson's hand to keep these guys around? We know they're going to be gone. And if Aaron Rodgers wants them here in order for him to come back for a third year, then he can go too. And we can eat up all that dead cap in 1 year and restart in 26. I don't understand why he thinks he has this sort of power, why he thinks he can do something like this. Let me bring up the second article here. I think it really encapsulates what's going on inside the locker room now with the team. This one is written on ESPN. It is a very lengthy article. It talks about really everything that's happened since Aaron Rodgers has been here, but there is a very specific part where he talks about how Aaron Rodgers kind of threw Mike Williams under the bus on not running the red line during the Bills loss, that last interception when they lost by 3 points. And, he says that basically Mike Williams, well, we know what happened at the post-game interview. Mike Williams, according to Aaron Rodgers, didn't stay on the red line, did an in-breaker route, and that caused Aaron Rodgers to basically change his throw. And I'm sorry, but when I watch that replay, okay, you could say Mike Williams is a little bit off the red line that they call it, but he's not breaking in. If anything, he has to make a bigger adjustment to a terrible throw by Aaron Rodgers throwing off his back foot. Aaron takes no responsibility for this, not only in this game, but multiple games. And when you're in a locker room and your quarterback is not taking responsibility for the times when they messed up, that's gonna fracture the locker room. It's going to fracture the locker room. And Mike Williams was saying that everybody was sending him this clip of Aaron Rodgers basically throwing him under the bus, including teammates, which means the rest of the team knows that it's wrong. Mike Williams got a personal day after the loss, but we thought he was staying home. Turns out, according to this article, not only was he at practice, he was on the farthest field away, kind of just throwing the ball with himself. The Jets gave him a personal day because they knew Aaron Rodgers threw him under the bus and he wasn't in the right headspace. That's bad on the coaching for not pulling Aaron aside and telling him, you know what, you need to be better. You need to stop throwing your teammates under the bus. And then to even go further, you have another paragraph here talking about Braylon Allen, rookie out of Wisconsin. He's probably watched Aaron Rodgers his entire life. He's probably a very big Aaron Rodgers fan, just coming from Wisconsin. Quote, The driving force in me wanting to play my best is to not disappoint him. I'm sorry. You don't want to disappoint your quarterback? I understand he may be, I don't know, this is me talking. Maybe he's your idol. I understand that, but that's not NFL football. NFL football is you playing for not only for yourself, but your teammates to win games. Not to play because you're worried that you're going to upset the Hall of Fame quarterback. The culture in the locker room that has been brought in by Aaron Rodgers is toxic. It's toxic, and the entire team feels it. Aaron Rodgers is not Tom Brady. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not a leader of men. He's a good player that when things go bad, points the finger at other people. And I'm done with it. They need to get rid of him. He cannot be the quarterback in 2025. And I hope if they get rid of Joe Douglas and they get rid of Ulbrich, which they should, Aaron Rodgers should be out the door too. That's the only way you can restart this fresh.